Hola familia, it's Alex. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. So as you guys can see for the title, today is my very first get ready with me therapy session. Let's just sit down and chit chat and talk about stuff in general. I wanted to do these videos for a long time but didn't know how to incorporate them, and it seems like now is the best time to do it with everything going on and my time and everything. So I figured, you know what? Let's try to give this a shot. I'm gonna try to do these a minimum of once a month, if not 2 times a month. I feel like that's a good balance, and I'll put these up on the weekends so that way if you do not care to see these type of videos, they do not interfere with my 3 days a week already, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So today it is bright and early, you guys. Got up early to do this because I was dumb enough to start this when soccer season started, which means my weekends are already booked. So I got up extra early so then I know that I have a little bit of time before they leave for the soccer game. I will not be going today, at least, because it's so cold outside that the 2 younger ones, I don't want them to get sick. But anyway, we're gonna play around with the Club Nebula palette. This palette was the one that won. I have yet to touch it, and today I actually thought, let me try to do something quick and simple to see if this palette does work for that, because it is super bright and it may seem intimidating to some. So I figured, could this actually work for just a quick look? We'll see. So I'm going to do that today. I am going to use this palette again in the future, so stay tuned to either some of my videos and especially on my Insta stories where I post my daily looks, because I do want to continue to use this one. This palette, some shades I can get away with using in the summertime, but the majority of the mattes are all cooler toned. So I'm going to have a hard time using this in the summer and springtime, with the exception of maybe like 2 mattes. So I don't know, I gotta work this in to see how much I can use this one. So I did do my face, and I'll probably do that most of the time with my get ready with me's, because I just find it so boring, and the fact that it's the same product. So all I did was my face products, which is my foundation, concealer, powder, brows, and I did prime my eyes. That's it. Everything else I'll do on camera with you guys. And what else did I want to tell you guys? Oh, this is going to be one of my least edited videos. I'm not going to edit it too much as far as like all these things, just because I want it to be like a you chit-chatting with a friend kind of thing. And that's how I wanted this to be anyway, because I ain't got nobody else to talk to but 3 little children and Mr. Man whenever he's home. So we're going to work with that, shall we? I'm gonna try to show you guys what I'm using too, so then you guys know. I think I'm gonna start out with this shade right here. I'm not gonna try to say these names just because I don't. I did watch Angelica's video, but it's just I don't remember. So anyway, so how are you guys doing? We're gonna put this up here. How are you guys doing? I'm hanging out at home, waiting for spring to arrive to really enjoy spring. Ooh, this is a powdery formula. We have a lot going on as far as our personal lives when it comes to now that springtime. We have a bunch of doctor's appointments for, you know, just follow-up checkups, since we haven't really done much last year with everything going on. And we have a few more house projects, guys. Since we can't travel anywhere, not that we can't, but we are choosing not to go far, we decided to invest more into our home, and we're gonna paint the house, you guys. So our front of our house, this let's just say this neighborhood, when it was built, one of the things in the deed is you had to have cedar wood siding. If you know anything about siding, cedar wood is very, very expensive. Even more expensive than vinyl. And vinyl's pretty expensive. I think I'm gonna go with this purple right here. And so basically all the homes in our neighborhood have it. Holy crap, that is very pigmented. I'm trying to do a soft look today to see if I can get away with it. All right, I'm gonna have to use a fluffier brush. So all of our homes in this neighborhood have it. The good thing is about us, whoever built this house, when they first built this house, they put cedar siding only in the front of the house, and the rest is all vinyl. And I don't think any other house in the neighborhood has that, because I feel like everyone is always painting their homes. If you have cedar, you can stain it or you can paint it to, you know, make it look however you want. The good thing is that you can change the color of your house whenever you want, basically. It does cost money, obviously, to do this. It's not cheap. And our home is what it was when it was first built back 20 some years ago. It's never been touched again. So our home looks a little bit outdated on the outside because of how long it's been sitting out there. And now we have saved up enough money to be able to paint it, which is so exciting, you guys. Oh, by the way, I want to do an all matte look too. I forgot to tell you guys that. So we are painting it. My concern right now is, obviously, we're painting this, so that means it's permanent and it's outside. So if I screw up the color, I'm stuck with this color. It's not like we could just go, oh, can we change it, like an inside wall? Everyone's gonna see it. So I have a lot of pressure on me, and I'm just waiting for the company that we're using to paint the house to confirm the shades that I chose, like from what I'm looking at, if this is all that I have options for. Because there's two different options when it comes to cedar wood. You can either do a solid color, which is like painting like your solid walls, or you could do a semi-transparent, which you can see the grains of your wood through it. Originally, what they did to our home was semi-transparent, so that's what we're going to continue to do, because it's a lot more expensive to go from solid wood to transparent, because you got to treat the wood and whatever else. So that's what we're going to do. It's just that my color selection is very limited. So if this is all that I have to choose from, it's a little bit easier, but that means I don't have much, which I'm not going with a crazy color either. And the color of our house is basically beige, so I could do whatever I want in the front because it'll match the beige, or it's called grayish because it's a gray beige. It's not just beige or gray, it's gray beige. So I'm trying to stick to what matches that. But I'll let you guys know what I choose, because it's coming up soon, because he said once spring starts to hit and the weather starts to change, it'll be a 2 to 3 day process, and I want them to do it before all of my flowers and buds start to come out of the gardens in the front of the house. And Mr. Man's still working on doing asphalt on our driveway. We have a very long and large, well, it's not super long, but it's one of the longest driveways in the neighborhood. So it's gonna cost a pretty penny. And since all of the cost of things is going up, we got a quote last year, and the guy has to honor it. So we want to take advantage of that. So that's what we're doing, guys. That's what's going on in my life, so you guys know. That is what I'm doing behind the scenes, what I'm doing in there. Other than that, you guys, I've just been doing YouTube and this. Trying to figure out what to do again, because you know, like, you're always going through different periods where your channel's doing great and then it starts to die down. You got to figure out new ways of doing things. So that's where I am at right now, where I'm trying to figure out what you guys want to see, what you guys want me to do to get more people to come to my channel. I have accepted that this will probably never, I shouldn't say never, but I'm not forcing myself to have this as my full-time job, because I do want to go back to the workforce. I do have a degree. I do enjoy going to a job, and it would be nice to have extra income, extra steady income. I'm just always thinking, like, God forbid something does happen to Mr. Man, I need to have some sort of backup plan, a job or something. But we're still not there yet, because obviously the kids are still small and they all have to go to school where they don't need me. They can just get on the bus and be okay. But anyway, that's not the point. I have accepted the fact that this will probably always be my side hustle. This is going to be my side hustle, and I always want to keep it that way, unless obviously I do blow up somehow, which I highly doubt it. If I've been on here for 8 years and I haven't blown up, that means I'll probably never make it, and that's okay. I've accepted my fate. I'm not trying to, like, step on anybody's toes or trying to be the next Jaclyn Hill. That ship has sailed. I'm content with that. But I'm trying to see. See, look. It's actually not bad where you can get away with 2 eyeshadows. I'm going to go in the inner corner with now this one. I think I'm going to do this one, this shimmery shade. So anyway, so right now my subscriber count is on like a plateau, so I got to figure out something in order to get people to notice my channel. So I'm trying different series. I'm going to try other things. You're going to see new videos, new concepts, new ideas, or ideas that I've seen around that I'm going to try to twist it to my way, because obviously I'm not out here shopping, buying the latest and greatest all the time. I'm not bringing in a lot, so I got to figure things out. I'm always having to figure something out. So I have a few ideas under my belt, and we'll see if they catch on, if I can grow again like I was a year or 2 ago. I was growing steadily, and that's how I was able to hit 10K, and now I'm like stuck at a plateau again. And it's kind of frustrating because I notice like every 2 years I'm always stuck at a plateau, and I gotta like reinvent myself again. And I'm not getting rid of my project pans. First of all, I love to use my makeup, and you guys seem to love those. Those are the videos that get the most views on my channel. You guys love them. So those are like my bread and butter. Those are the guaranteed views that I'm gonna get. But then I gotta add those side dishes. And can you tell I'm talking about food? I'll tell you why I'm talking about food. But I gotta figure out my side dishes. So I gotta figure out what can I add that's different from panning, that's still relevant to me, that you guys will enjoy. And I know a lot of it is eyeshadow palettes, because that's my love, my passion, what I enjoy doing, but I can't buy the newest thing constantly, you guys. I'm not gonna do that to myself. I'm not gonna put myself in debt, and I'm not gonna bring a bunch of stuff in here that I really don't want just for the sake of a view. So I gotta figure things out, and I will. I always do. So that's where I'm at. If you guys have any ideas, I would absolutely love them, because you guys always come up with great ideas too. So look at that. That's actually really nice, you guys. Look, you can actually use this palette just for a simple 2 look, like all matte and then shimmer on the front. I think that's where I'm going to leave it today. But I'm very excited about my new ideas, my new thought process and everything. So any ideas, let me know. I'm going to use, before I finish my eyes, let me just do my face. This is the Bare Minerals Invisible Bronze Fair to Light. I have used up 2 bronzers this year, you guys. Well, one I started last year. Actually, both of them I started last year, and I finished them off this year. So I'm very excited, because that means 2 minis are out of my collection. Now I'm going to try to use, see how pretty this one is? I'm trying to use the ones that are super light on my face, because I won't, like this one I can't really use in the summertime. I really got to pack it on, and I have summer bronzers that I prefer. So now I'm just trying to use these. I have 2 more mini bronzers left. Look at this. Can you guys see that? Mr. Man just fixed the scale. January, February always screw me over, because it's the coldest months of the year in our area, and I really can't go outside too much because it's so cold, hence today. And you just get comfortable in your warmth. I gained a little bit of weight. Yeah, I wasn't happy with the scale, but I'm already down the 4 pounds, so that's good. I'm trying to get back into the movements of stuff, and I'm not overweight. My BMI says I'm slightly overweight, which I know, but I'll never be 110 in my life again. And I've accepted that. I just want to be healthy enough where I don't look overweight and I don't have a double chin, because it's starting to happen. But I'm already attacking it. And I'm not, you know, getting myself all worked up about it either. It's just, it is what it is, and I'm okay with it. I'm gonna use the RMS highlighter. This thing is always so hard for me to open. Here it is right there. So I'm actually eating a lot healthier, and I just want to do work. I don't mind working out, and I have a good relationship with food. I've never had a bad relationship with food, because food was something that wasn't really something that I had access to all the time. I was that child, and I'm not trying to say this to make me look like a victim or like feel bad for me or pity, but I really was that kid. Like, you ever see those commercials where They always say, oh, there's always one in whatever child that their meal in school is their best meal. That was me. That genuinely was me and my sisters, where our food, our best meal was the one in school. So I've never really like had that. I never had boxed mac and cheese. I never had, like, we didn't have that luxury kind of stuff. We didn't have like snacks to snack on. Fruits. Apples were very scarce. Bananas were very scarce. Like, we didn't have all these access to things. So now as an adult, because of the way that happened with me, I don't have like this. Whenever I am stressed, whenever I am like out of my element, my body shuts down. I do not turn to food. I can't eat. That's the thing. I cannot eat. So I don't eat. I just can't put anything down. Barely any water. So, and that's how my body is. Oh, by the way, this was Kaledios Prague. Isn't this pretty? It's discontinued, but this is one of my prettiest blushes. I love it. So I can stop. I can stop eating bad food. And that's what I stopped doing, because I would sit down and like the last 2 months, I know I did it to myself, because I was eating chocolate covered pretzels every night, Doritos, what else was I snacking on? Chips like crazy. Like, I knew it was happening, but I can easily change it as well. So I am, and I'm okay. If I was able to change, I had to change my habits of eating 2 times in my life. In high school, because I realized I was lactose intolerant, so I had to change my eating habits. So, and I've been good with that. And then the other time was when I was in my 20s, I realized that MSG really affects my body, where I get migraines like crazy. So I had to cut out MSG. So when Mr. Man and when I would cook for Mr. Man, he wasn't used to it. So he thought everything tasted bland. And then he got accustomed to it. And now whenever we go out or go to anyone's home that doesn't cook that way, we find it to be very salty. So the good thing is that my family cut down MSG as well. Most of my family, all like my sisters, my mom. And then Mr. Man, when I explained it to his mother, she thought it was a good idea. So then she stopped using MSG. So at least our immediate families, whenever we eat everywhere else, we're always like, there's not enough salt. If you want to add more salt to it, we don't put the salt and pepper shaker on the table ever. So the kids don't even get accustomed to that either. Let me tight line with this right here. So I always have a good relationship with food, and I can stop something if I need to. So I have. If I want something sweet, I'm gonna have fruit instead. I have been making my shakes again, and walking and exercising. And my issue with exercising is I am not your traditional exercising kind of girl. I need it to be like dancing, movement, something fun. I can't sit and like do 20 reps of something. It's just too boring to me. Or I have to put really fun music, because I just can't. I'm gonna use 2 mascaras. I'm using this one, Marcel. This is a Canadian brand. Marcel Extension Plus. I really like this one. This one was gifted to me by Drea. And then this one is the Wonder Beauty Mile High Club. I just opened this one up because my last one just dried up. So we're gonna do these as I'm talking to you guys. So that's where I am with food. And it happens every year, you guys. Ever since I quit my job, I noticed, because I am not working, I'm always home, that food is right there and I could just snack on things. I just gotta be smart about what I snack, that's all. And I have been. I just don't want to get to a point where I'm like, there's no point, I can't go back without having to need help. So I'm getting there. At least I acknowledge it and I accept it and I moved on. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. And I'm not depriving myself of anything. I give myself 1 day a week where I can eat something like junky. But I haven't done it yet. We're getting there, you guys. As long as I'm okay back to somewhat in the summer, I'm good, because I do not want to buy more clothes. I refuse. Whenever I like realize I'm a little bit too much, I do not buy more clothes. I change to fit my clothes, because no, I'm not gonna allow that. Ooh, these 2 are nice. This is only the second time I used both of these. And I'm digging it. Huh. You guys even see that? Sometimes the camera never catches my lashes as good as in person. Like in person they look nice. Camera they don't. I know I mentioned in the past that I wanted to talk about cancel culture, but I think I already said what I had to say on my Instagram. I do believe it's toxic and it sucks, and it's just getting worse and worse. I feel like everyone that has access to social media is taking advantage of it in one way or another. No, I shouldn't say everyone. Certain individuals are trying to bring down just silly stuff sometimes. Sometimes it's like, yes, it needs to be called out, but then it's like, once you did it once, it's like, oh, well, let me try this way, let me try that way. Like, just like anything, it's okay the first 2 times, and then once people just start changing it into something negative all the time. I don't watch the news, so I try to stay away from everything, because it's just the world, man. Trying to mind my business, waiting to be called. That's all. Oh man, oh man. There we go. What do you think of that? Oh, this is so pretty. I do have to go out somewhere today. I had to drop off my wedding rings because, well, the one I had to. I haven't gotten mine serviced in a year because of the pandemic. So when I finally did, 2020 took one of my diamonds. So I had to get that replaced, and while they were replacing that one, I figured send the rest away to get deep cleaning, re-dipping, whatever they do with them. So I haven't had my wedding rings in about 3 weeks, almost a month. So today, after I'm done all this and soccer's over, I'm gonna go in the evening, and it's an hour drive, you guys. It's an hour drive because the one closest to us closed because of the pandemic. And the worst part is, you guys, is our mall is looking so bare. Like, I have to drive an hour away to go to any really good stores. Our mall had JCPenney, Sears, and Macy's all in the mall. Now we only have Macy's left. Then imagine all the little stores. Yeah, we probably have like a good 10 stores. That's the end of that. And none of them really appeal to me, so there's no point in me going to the mall. It sucks. I'm just gonna blink down. It just sucks. I don't know what they're gonna do with the mall, if it's even gonna exist anymore. At least our local mall. It's a shame. It really is. This one is Lorac Tierra. I've been using these like just because they're so comfortable. They smell delicious. And they're easy. It just moisturize my lips because, you know, I can't really wear anything. You take down my hair, shake it off. I don't care about the side part, front part, left part, right part. Sounds like we're doing the shuffle with our hair. The Cupid shuffle. All right, you guys. There it is. I actually really like this look. I did not. Let me just see a little bit over here. I see a little bit over here that needs a little bit of blending. Huh. All right. So I am going to continue to use this, you guys. You will see dramatic looks out of it. I know probably some of you guys are like, oh, I wanted to really see some of the... I was going to go with like this row up here and do something dramatic. But just give me a minute. Give me a minute to play around with this one to see what I want to do. I just wanted to do something quick. I wanted to see if this palette could do something quick and easy and to the point, which it actually can. It's a little bit of a sultrier look, but I think that maybe if I would have done it with this one, it might have worked a lot better. But I actually like it. I like the whole matte look with the shimmer in the center. It's just something different. I went to look at looks to see what people have been doing, and a lot of them have been dramatic, and I wanted to do something where if you looked at this eye look, you wouldn't necessarily think it's this palette. It could be any palette, which is nice, and I do appreciate it because I know a lot of us either still go to jobs or you don't want to look like you have this huge dramatic thing on your eyes and you still want to have the palette, but you don't know how to use it. So maybe this might be an idea for you guys. So I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I promise you guys that as these Get Ready With Me's get more, I'm going to be more involved in talks with you guys. It's just, this is my first time, so it's been a while since I've done this. I'm a little bit rusty. I don't know. Give me topics that you guys want to talk about. I just wanted to give you guys a little update of my life, what I'm doing, what it is that my mind is being occupied with nowadays. I'll let you guys know what color I choose for the house. Oh, I'm so excited about it. I'm kind of like, you know when you think of things and you want to get them done, but it's always like, oh, in the future, and then it actually happens and you're picking out color and you're getting excited because it's like almost there. That's how I feel about it right now. So I'm excited and I can hear the birds chirping, you guys. Oh, it's so beautiful. I love it. All right, you guys, I will catch you guys in videos over here. Thank you guys so much for joining me this weekend on this Get Ready With Me. I will try to do these again. If I can get more than 2 a month, I will. I'm going to do my best because I want to showcase a lot more eyeshadow palettes. And I want to do other looks with this one too. So anyway, I got to stop talking because they got to get ready for the soccer game. I'll talk to you guys later. Adios.